Hello guys, welcome to CS Tech Solution. Today's is learning AWS and the DevOps. Today's is run as a 3.3 is a GitLab CI and the CDs pipeline. Inside the third topics is a 3.3.3 is a Kubernetes deployment with a GitLab CI and the CDs. And this the pipelines is automatically as a deploy your the Kubernetes configurations and whenever as a change are as a push to a main branches. And so the stage colons inside the hyphen deploy and the deploy colons inside stage colons as a deploy and the main colons inside the bit name and slash the kubectl and the script colons inside as a hyphen the kubectl and apply as a hyphen the f and the k8s and slash the deployment.yaml and is a file extension and only colons inside as a hyphen the main. First is a stage colons inside as a hyphen deploy and this is only as a one stage is deploy and second is a deploy the job as a deploy colons inside the stage colon as deploy and the image colons inside the bit name and slash the kubectl and the image is specify the docker's image and used by as a GitLab runners and the bit name and slash the kubectl is provide a kubectl and the command line tools and which is used to communicate with as a Kubernetes clusters. And the third is a Kubernetes deployment command and your the command is as a kubectl and apply and hyphen the f and the k8s slash as the deployment and dot and this is as a likely as a small typo is here and it should normally as a point to the YAML files or as a directories for as an example. So as use the kubectl apply and the hyphen f and k8s and slash as the deployment.yml or as a kubectls and the apply hyphen the f and the k8s and slash is kubectls is apply the created or as a update the Kubernetes resources as based on configuration files. And for the examples if you have a project slash inside as one is dot gitlab dash the ci.yml file and another is docker files and other as a k8s slash inside as deployment.yml files and then kubectls is apply the hyphen f and k8s slash as the deployment.yml file and is applied that Kubernetes deployment. And the fourth is a main branch only as a only colons and hyphen the main and this means as a deployment the jobs runs only then a pipeline is triggers for as a main branch and the complete the flow as a developers to move as a git push to move as a GitLab CI and the CDs and to move as a main branch and to move as a deploy the jobs and to move as a kubectl and the after as a Kubernetes clusters and last is a deployment and as a pod shades update and the important the GitLab runners must be as access to your Kubernetes clusters and in a real project you are normally as configures Kubernetes credentials and the contacts as securely through as a GitLab CI and the CDs variable or as a GitLab Kubernetes integration and also this the command says only deploy the Kubernetes YAML and it does not as build or as a push your the Kubernetes as a Docker's image and the typically as complete the CI and the CDs flows is as built the Docker's image, and after the push to as a GitLab containers registry, and after as a Kubernetes deployment. And another subtopics is 3.3.4 is Terraform's deployment with as a GitLab CI and the CDs. And this the GitLab CI and the CDs pipelines is used Terraforms to as automatically as create or the update the infrastructures, and then ever a code is pushed to a main branch. Let's check the example as a image colons inside has I crops and slash the terraforms colons as a letters, and the stage colons inside hyphen terraforms, and the terraform colons inside as a stage colons as a terraforms, and the script colons inside hyphen the terraforms is initialized to the init command is to use, and hyphen the terraforms and apply, and hyphen the auto des approve, and only colons inside the hyphen main. Let's check the example in detail. First is a Terraform's Docker's image as a image colons as a has I crops and slash as the Terraform colons as a letters, and this the tells is the GitLab runners to use as a official Terraform's containers image, and it provide the Terraform's command inside as a CI and the CD's job. And second is the stage as the stage colons inside the hyphen terraforms is this is one pipeline stage is a terraform, and third is the terraform jobs. Terraforms colons inside the stage colon as the terraforms is a create GitLab CI jobs names is a terraform. And fourth is a terraforms initialize to use as a init is a terraform init is this is initialize the terraform's working directory, and it typically as download the required as a providers, and initialize the backend, and as a prepare the terraforms for the execution, and a main branch only as only colons inside hyphen main is a terraform's jobs is run only for as a main branch. And the fifth is a terraform's apply as a terraform's apply, and the hyphen the auto des approve is this the applies the terraforms as the configurations, and as a creator or as a update the required as infrastructure, and hyphen the auto des approve means as a terraforms does not wait for you to as manually types as yes. And for the example as a terraforms might as create code as infrastructures inside as a terraforms, and inside the VMs and the servers and the networks as the database, and the load the balance many files as to so. And how to work the terraforms as the developers inside as a git push inside as a GitLab CI and the CDs inside as a main branches inside as terraforms containers, and after as terraforms initialize, and after as terraforms apply, and last is cloud infrastructures as to so. And is important of a real project, do not put the cloud credentials directly inside as a .gitlab des as a ci.yml, and instance is store the credential as a securely in GitLab's CI and the CDs variable, and also as a suffer productions workflows is usually as a Terraform's FMT to move as a Terraform's validate, and to move as a Terraform plan, and after is to move as a manual approval, and after as a Terraform's apply, and this is to prevent automatically pipelines as from as making the unintended infrastructures is changed. Thank you guys to watch the videos. Please subscribe the channel, on the notification and bell icon.